So we're back to 650 prayers in the Bible, and we're reading Numbers 27 today, which is a prayer for a brand new leader. So here in chapter 27, it's after more than 40 years in the wilderness where the Israelites found themselves just across the Jordan River from the promised land, ready to enter. However, there's a couple of unresolved issues that they needed to handle first before they can enter. So we're going to go into talking about that, which is a case of the daughter's inheritance. So the daughter of Zelophehad approached. And Zelophehad was the son of Hithar, son of Gilad, son of Machir, son of Manasseh, from the clans of Manasseh, the son of Joseph. These were the names of the daughters, which is Maleah, Noah, Hogal, Milcah, and Tirzah. Then on verse 2, they said, they stood before Moses the priest, Eleazar, the leaders, and the entire community at the entrance of the tent of meeting and said, our father died in the wilderness, but he was among the Korah followers who gathered together against the Lord. But he was not among those who gathered against the Lord. Instead, he died because of his own sin, and he had no sons. Why should the name of our father be taken away from this clan? Since he had no son, give us property among our father's brother. Give us property among our father's brothers. So Moses brought their case before the Lord, and the Lord answered him. What Zelophehad's daughters say is correct. You are to give them hereditary property among their father's brothers and transfer their father's inheritance to them. Tell the Israelites, when a man dies without having a son, transfer his inheritance to his daughter. If he has no daughter, give his inheritance to his brothers. If he has no brothers, give his inheritance to his father's brothers. That's a law. So we continue on verse 11. If his father has no brothers, give his inheritance to the nearest relative of his clan, and he will take possession of it. This is to be a statutory ordinance for the Israelites, as the Lord commanded. Okay, so now we continue on verse 12. So in verse 12, we start where we go to Joshua's commission of to succeed Moses. So here we then say, then the Lord said to Moses, give up this mountain to the Abram range, which was Mount Nebo, and see the land that I have given the Israelites. After you have seen it, you will also be gathered to your people, as Aaron your brother was. When the community quarreled in the wilderness of Zin, both of you rebelled against my command to demonstrate my holiness in their sight at the waters. Those were the waters of Meribah, Kadesh, in the wilderness of Zin. So we continued on verse 15. So Moses appealed to the Lord. May the Lord, the God who gives birth to all, appoint a man over the community who will go out before them and come back in before them, and who will bring them out and bring them in, so that the Lord's community won't be like sheep without a shepherd. The Lord replied to Moses, take Joshua, son of Nun, a man who has the Spirit in him, and lay your hands on him. Have him stand before the priest Eleazar and the whole community, and commission him in their sight. Confer some of your authority on him, so that the entire Israelite community will obey him. Wow. So people obey you according to your authority. So once people interfere with your authority, then people will disobey you. That's an interesting revelation. Okay, then verse 21, we continue. He will stand before the priest Eleazar, who will consult the Lord for him with the decision of the Urim. He and all the Israelites with him, even the entire community, will go out and come back in at his command. Moses did as the Lord commanded him. He took Joshua, had him stand before the priest Eleazar and the entire community, laid his hands on him, and commissioned him as the Lord had spoken through Moses. Well, we can see that it was important that Moses had a succession plan in place before his death. And we could also see that, God helps leaders lead by giving them wisdom and guidance. We also saw in verses 4 to 5 where the daughters wanted their inheritance, so they brought the case to God, and God quickly answered. So whenever you appeal to the courts of heaven, you get an answer quickly.